Okay, Zara. How are we progressing with the final major project?
I'm kind of behind right now because I'm not well.
Okay, so you're behind. So let's
Yeah.
load up your schedule. So when you say behind, what does that mean? What does that look like?
Okay.
So we should be here. So continuing with pre-production, final drafts of scripts, continuing with creating assets, starts of animated scenes, ready to move into production next week. Okay? So in terms of pre-production, have we got a script done yet?
I'm doing it so far.
So you're working on your script. How much have you done?
I've done like a quarter of it.
Okay. So in terms of a quarter, what does that look like in terms of the narrative? What have we scripted so far?
I've kind of scripted the final battle.
So you started at the end.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Because I might think of, like I said before, about me condensing my narrative.
Yep.
It's better if I just do like the better part, like ending with the final battle and ending, and maybe add a bit of other short clips here and there of the beginning and the narrative, stuff like that.
What do you mean in terms of the product you're going to create now is only going to be the end scene?
No. I mean, it's going to be the final battle, then it goes to flashbacks to the beginning.
Right, okay, so you mean in terms of your narrative structure,
Yeah.
you've decided to do a non-linear narrative and it's going to begin at the end,
Yeah, because
and then we're going to see flashbacks of how the character got into the computer.
Yeah.
So it's still the exact same storyline that you pitched, but in terms of the scripting and the narrative structure, the ending is the beginning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so once you've done your script, obviously that needs to be drafted. Okay, and then obviously you need to redraft and get your final script sorted. What else have we got to do in terms of pre-production?
My storyboard, my treatment sheet.
Yeah.
I think, for core sheets and stuff, do you get that done for animation as well?
No, so you only need to do the pre-production paperwork, which is obviously relevant to the product that you're making. So if we look at the list that I sort of suggested,
Yeah.
a treatment sheet, yes, you're definitely going to need that, aren't you? Okay, so that's where you're talking about your synopsis, your target audience, resources you're going to need. In terms of budget, equipment list and booking form, unless you're going to use the bamboo pad, so how are you actually creating your animation? Are you drawing them or?
I think I might do it on a computer, but I might decide on getting the bamboo pad because it's easier.
Okay, so if we use the bamboo pad or if you decide just to use the mouse, it's up to you.
Okay.
Which program are you going to use for the animation?
I can use maybe a Flash.
Flash, yeah?
After Effects.
Flash and After Effects, okay. And are you going to draw in Illustrator or?
Yeah, I can use that with Illustrator or Photoshop or that.
Okay. So in that, you obviously are going to need some mock-ups, aren't you? So we're going to need to start to see, yes, you'll have your storyboard, but we need to start to see you doing your mock-ups of the animation, so maybe some character designs and that sort of thing, okay? Location release, time release forms don't apply to you because it's animation. Contingency plan does, so we need a backup. For everything that could go wrong, you need a backup plan. Okay, so not only in terms of contingency narrative or contingency production, so maybe again condense the story line down even more, maybe reducing the characters, that type of thing, but also contingencies in terms of where are you going to store your files, where are you going to back them up, that type of thing. Okay, script, storyboard, you're going to need sound and SFX planning. Are you going to have any music or?
Yeah.
So we're going to need that then. So sound planning and special effects planning. Risk assessment and location maybe again doesn't apply to yours. Character design and plans, we've been through it, they do. Okay? So pre-production is going to consist of your script and the drafts, treatment sheet, the character designs and plans, sound and SFX planning, and your storyboard. Okay? So the plan is for you to get all of that done this week. Okay? So how are you going to problem solve to make sure that that's all done this week? So next week you'll be on schedule, ready to move into production.
I'm gonna get carry on, just basically do it this week and just focus on it.
Okay, so you're gonna have to maybe come in on Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Do you think you'll be able to get your script done by today?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we aim for script done today, then we can draft it. Tomorrow you can make the changes, okay, and then work your way through the rest of the production. But as you know, animation takes a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to get the momentum going. You need to get things moving. Okay. Have you got any other worries about your FMP?
Not really, no. But the thing is, I'm not sure what to do. I might switch to do the 2D animation instead because, like, doing the animation I'm currently planning to do, it's going to take a really long time.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what to do.
Why would you switch to 2D animation? Because of time.
Yeah, because the computer art, like the graphics I'm planning to do, they're kind of difficult. Like it takes a while to like sort out everything. Yeah.
Okay. Did you not know that when you decided to do the method?
Yeah, I've decided. I thought it might not be that bad, but still considering, to be honest.
Okay, you need to have a really clear idea about what you want to do, because at this stage, to be and ahhing about what method you're going to use, you should be really sure you're about to move into production. Okay, so if you are going to go down the 2D method, you need to justify in your diaries why you've had that change of heart, and make sure that you've got the skills to make sure this production still happens. Okay, have you been keeping up to date with all your diaries?
I kind of have. I'm going to upload them on today.
Okay. Remember what I said about your diaries? They need to be detailed, okay? That's just a description about what you've done on the day.
Okay.
They need to include what you've done, problems you've overcome. You've just listed off loads of problems that you're currently facing. They need to be documented in your diaries, okay? All your research is done and that's up there, but if you now decide to change from 2D to 2D, that needs to be documented in research, doesn't it? Because obviously that's a new research method.
That's fine.
Yeah, does that make sense? Okay. So I think today's diary needs to discuss what we've mentioned here about the fact that you're now maybe going to go for the 2D, how you're going to get all of your work completed this week. You're going to be fine, but you need to allow yourself time in production because it does take a long time. So if this week you finish pre-production, you'll then have next week, half term, and 2 weeks after to make your animation. Okay? Is that okay? Sure?
No, by the way, not doing half term. Can I come in? Because I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's
Yeah?
fine.
So on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That's
All right?